Well, hello, everybody. It's the Pearlo Wisdom Show. Coming at you at when I feel like a clock. Let me get some light on the situation. No, I can't get some light on the situation. What's going on with my mic? What's going on? My light's not working. Just one sec. Sorry about that. My light was unplugged. Okay, so we're gonna get into NHL games for today. Look at everybody left as soon as they saw me. They were in until they saw me, and that was it. Gone. We're gonna get into NHL games today. We're gonna look at all the odds. Got some early games coming up in like an hour. So, hey Mercer, how you doing, buddy? We got some early games coming up in like an hour. One of them is tough, and it shouldn't be tough, but I'm probably gonna avoid it. I don't know. Let's just get into it. All right. On the weekend, I was up 19 units. Mercer, I don't know if you were better or not. I can't remember, but and there's nobody else in here. Somewhere along the line, once everybody gets in here, I get people ask me what units are. So lots of great hockey action. I took the day off too, so I can watch all the games. I might even just go live for the games. What the hell? I might just go live right through. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I do want to get into some of the games today for the. Let me get you up here so I can see if anybody else is in the chat. And happy Martin Luther King Day to my U.S. fans, our friends out there. Here in Canada, we don't celebrate Martin Luther King Day, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that we don't celebrate Martin Luther King Day here. I mean, there couldn't have been one of a finer human being that ever walked the face of the planet, as far as I'm concerned. He was a wonderful man, did wonderful things, changed the whole. I wish people would still be like Martin Luther King today. You know what I'm saying? A peaceful soul who just had a heart for what's right in everything, and did so without anger and without. He's just a wonderful man, and if there's any day, it should be a holiday. Martin Luther King Day should be it, and Canada should be supporting that, but they don't. But anyways, that's all right. Good for you guys. Glad you got the day off, and I hope you have fun on your day off. All right, let's look at our picks for today. I've been going over these quite a bit. Some of these picks today, you just got to go with what makes sense. Like, it's just one of those. Okay, Philadelphia, Boston. Hopefully you can see this all right. It's coming up on my. Oh, no, yeah, I can't. Let me get my window capture on here. There you go. Philadelphia, Boston. It's I mean, I got to throw something on Philadelphia here. I just can't help it. I had Philadelphia against Washington last game. At the very least, I can't see them. The thing is, it's freaking Boston, right? And I mean, I think haven't they lost 2 games in a row? That's the hard part. I would rather Boston have been on a winning streak here. Oh no, they beat Toronto. Okay, they're coming off a win against Toronto, right? Okay. So now that was on. Was that at home or on? That was in Toronto too, right? Let me look at this. Get them up here. No, it was at home. Okay. So they lost to Seattle. They come back angry. They beat Toronto. They have 2 days off. And who do they play next? Could this possibly be a look ahead? Although, I mean, Boston's not a team that really looks. They go on the road after this against the Islanders. Sort of a look ahead. I mean, it's sort of human nature for teams that are going to be going on the road to be thinking about being on the road, but it's only for it's against the two New York teams. So they're going to New York after this. Now, some teams, I put a lot of stock in that. Oh, cool. Right on. Welcome, Hockey News Reports. Some teams I put a lot of stock in that, but Boston, not really. There's one thing I can say here. It's possible, and I don't think it's up here yet. They're waffling on the goaltenders. That really ticks me off when they do this. Like, it's an hour and a half before game time. Yeah, Swayman is in net. Philadelphia is in the front part of a back-to-back, though. What happens with a lot of teams on a front part of a back-to-back is in the back of their minds, they're thinking, I have another game after this. So, they want to leave something in the tank for the next game. However, I don't think Philadelphia is thinking that way. They got Anaheim after this. Nah, they're gonna lay it all out here. I'm pretty positive. This is at Boston. They're gonna lay it all out here. I think they even. I think they're going to lay it all out on the line. What have they played in the last little while? Yeah, they've had a couple of days off. They were on the road. They're in Boston. I'm telling you, Philly could win this game, man. I could see Philly winning this game. At the very least, I could see Philly first period in this game. What are you getting on this game? Plus 125. Yeah, Philly first period. Now the over-under, it's a 6. I got to lean the under. Carter Hart is probably going to be stoked. I don't know. Swayman, though. I'm a little uncomfortable with Swayman. He plays well, but he's still young, and sometimes he's hitting it and sometimes he's not. I mean, he's still pretty inconsistent. I think Philadelphia is going to come flying out here. Like, they know Boston. They know what Boston's about. You think they're going to come out and just try to play a trap against Boston right here? Like, I think they want to get on top of them right away. Boston's a great first period team. Philadelphia is also used to playing these day games more. And I don't know why that is, but so I could definitely, I think I'm going to look at first period. And, Philadelphia plus 1.5 is still minus 125. I doubt very much Boston blows out Philly here. That's for sure. So maybe Philly plus 1.5 might be the best play here. Boston wins 3-2. Well, then we're both good, aren't we? If Boston wins 3-2, we're both good. With Philly plus 1.5. I'm going to try something. You know what? Ever since I changed my thumbnail, people have not been coming to the land. So I'm going to see here. Maybe it's screwing people up. I'm going to put my old thumbnail up here. See what happens. Okay. Um, for Boston wins 3-2. So that would be the under. I should go back to doing this again where we write down everybody's predictions. I'm going to put yours down here. I'm going to do that. I should be on tomorrow. We'll see. Mercer says 3-2 Boston. I think I like Philadelphia plus 1.5. I think that's the highest percentage play for the best value. And I'm going to throw a little bit on Philly first period. That's what I'm going to do. And I do like the under too, but I liked it more when Allmark was in. Now that Swayman is in, I'm a little unsure about it. All right. Florida versus Buffalo. And I mean, you got to go over on this. Apparently, it was at a 7, but it's gone down to a 6.5. And I just take it at 6.5. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. But Florida, like, look at this matchup. Florida has either scored or allowed at least 4 goals in 9 of their last 10 games. Now, not all of those have been over, but most of them have been. They went over with Vancouver, like, actually not as over as I thought. Hey, CL, how you doing, buddy? Not as over as I thought. I thought it would even be more over than that. Vegas kept them under, but they went over with Colorado, who wasn't scoring at the time. And they allowed 5. They just couldn't score enough against Dallas. So that was an under. Detroit was an under. And then Arizona, New York Rangers, it was an over. So the teams that they were under, again, like Dallas, pretty solid defensive team. At least perceived anyways. Detroit, I'd have to look at the game log here. I think they were tired in that game. No, that was the beginning of a road trip on January 6th. I can't remember what happened with that game. And then they beat Vancouver 4-3. Now, here's the thing, too. They went on the road against Detroit, Dallas, Colorado, Vegas. They come home from a Western road trip for one game and then got to pack their bags and go on an Eastern road trip. I mean, that is a terrible. So in 3 days, they had to travel all the way from Vegas home. And then I know it's not very far, but I mean, it's not really short either. Fly to Buffalo. I like Buffalo here. I just think that, I mean, Florida's having a terrible schedule moment or time here. They got Buffalo, then Toronto, then Montreal, and then back home again, and then on the road again. My gosh, this is brutal. Brutal. But I think I look at, I'm just looking at OddsShark right now. I'm looking at OddsShark, CL. 5-4 Panthers. I'm going to go Buffalo. I'm going to take the plus money. I just think that Florida is in a terrible scheduling spot. It's crazy. What the heck? No, I want Buffalo's game logs, not Florida's game logs. I saw Florida there. Game logs. What the heck? How come they're not showing me Buffalo's game logs? Site's gone cuckoo or what? Buffalo. Buffalo. I want Buffalo. View game logs. There. Okay. So, and I mean, I kind of see what you're saying about Florida because, yeah, they're not in a great scheduling spot either. They just lost 3 in a row at home. Buffalo did. They broke that streak in Nashville with a 5-3 win though. And I don't know, for me, I find that Buffalo can go through lapses in confidence. But if you go, okay, last time they lost 3 in a row. Oh shit. Yeah, unless they're going on one of these runs where they lose like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. Besides that, though, after that 8-game losing streak, they have never lost 3 in a row. So they lost 3 in a row again. They come home against Florida, and this is a sandwich game too, and then they play Chicago. Yeah, it is kind of tough. Maybe a draw. This could be a good draw spot. This might not be a bad draw play. Anyways, I put a sprinkle on Buffalo, a plus 110. I also think Buffalo will probably score here. Florida is allowed over 4 goals. 1, 2, 4. Not yeah, 1, 2, 3, close to 4 goals. Vancouver scored 4. Vegas scored 4. Colorado scored 5. No, 4. Dallas scored 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a row, Florida has allowed 4 goals. All of them on the road. So on the road, they seem to allow a lot of goals. Bobrovsky's going to be in. I don't trust him. And Buffalo. You see, before the game against Nashville, Buffalo was having a little tough time scoring. But they were playing against strong defensive teams, too. Usually, I'm pretty, like, against weaker defensive teams, they can usually pot at least 4 goals at home, if I remember correctly. Can't use it in New Jersey? Oh, you can't use it in New Jersey. Oh, okay. Well, so they were scoring a lot of goals at home, but lately they haven't been. But not Florida's a pretty good tonic for if you're having a bit of scoring problems. So I mean, you're getting like one. I think you're getting like minus 115 for over team total over 3.5. So I think I would sprinkle a bit on that. And then maybe 2-pick parlay Buffalo. I'll plus 1.5 as well with something. I'll probably do something like that. We'll see. So okay, those are the morning games. 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. my time. So coming up in an hour. Detroit, Colorado, and my first instinct on this game was to take the Wings. They have owned Colorado. No, sorry, no, they haven't. But Colorado has a 9-1-0 record in their last 10 against Detroit. They just bitch slap them all over the ice. And although they've been struggling, they've won their last 2. Whoops, no, sorry, they haven't. Yeah, they just broke a 6-game losing streak. And kind of a rule, it's sort of a rule that you always take the team that breaks a losing streak in the next game. December 23rd. No, they didn't. What am I talking about? 14th, 7-0. Okay, so they didn't break they broke a 2-game losing streak. But they lost to Chicago and they lost to Florida. Then Ottawa came in and they crushed them. So the question is, did they wake up, or did Forsberg have I didn't get to watch that game. Did Forsberg just have a bad game? Did they wake up here? Detroit just lost to Columbus, probably looking ahead to Colorado, which I wish I would have noticed that on the weekend. I didn't even notice that. How did I not notice that? Because I had Detroit. It was the only one of the few games I didn't get right that day. That makes it tough because Detroit went on a skid where they lost to New Jersey, Florida, Toronto, really good teams. They caught Hullebuck on a bad day, and they won, but they allowed Winnipeg to come back in that game. They beat Toronto, which was huge, and then there's a letdown game against Columbus. Now they're going up against, and this is the thing about being Colorado, even though they're terribly injured, or not terribly, but I heard that Nichushkin might be back in that tonight, or back in the lineup tonight. If Nichushkin's in the lineup, I'm probably gonna. It's just a question of, is Colorado gonna? Was that a fake out game? Okay, it still doesn't show that he's in. The question is, was that a fake out game against Ottawa? Or was that a turnaround game? That's really what we're asking here. Detroit just got a whole bunch of players back. This is going to be an interesting game. I think I got to lean Colorado just because they're 9-1. They've just been bitch slapping Detroit every time they come to town. So I got to lean Colorado, but I think I might just stay off the game. The total at 6.5. Yeah, did Colorado just get their goal scoring touch back again against Ottawa? They get their confidence back. And Detroit, after having a 7-5 win against Winnipeg, scored 4 against Toronto. Not a big Gorgiev fan. This could be over. Because I think Detroit, at the very least, over first period or something like that. Interesting game. I'm gonna have to look at that one more. I don't. Right now, I would lean Colorado just because of the trend, but Colorado's gonna win, yeah. But at minus 275, really? Do they really deserve to be minus 275 in this spot? That's the thing. Minus 275. I don't want to take Colorado on that. I don't really want to take Colorado in regulation. And here's another one where the spread was at minus 155 on. I think if I did anything, I'd probably go Detroit plus 1.5 here. Again. Before I lay a price with Colorado. I mean, just because they had one big win on against Ottawa, against a leaky team like Ottawa, now you're going to put them at, no, I don't like the price. New Jersey versus San Jose. And the only thing that's tough about this game, there's always something, right? The only thing that's tough about this game is because you got to think New Jersey right away. New Jersey in regulation seems to be like the play. But San Jose's kind of owned them, especially in San Jose. Six and 12 straight up in their last 18 games against San Jose. But, I mean, that's going back to when they were a much better team, and New Jersey was not what they are now, too. So, and I just get the feeling that it's the wind is starting to get taken out of the San Jose Sharks sails here. I got to take New Jersey in regulation. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Kakinen in net. I mean, how do you not take it? I don't know how you not. I don't know how you don't take it. It's Devils in regulation. Yeah, it is a long travel, I guess. But I mean, let's take a look at that. Good point, Mercer. Okay. Oh no, that's coming up. What is, they got? Is that right? What is it? Okay. Oh yeah, they just played the Ducks, so it's like 3 games in 4 nights for them, and it's a Western road trip. It's always something, right? There's always something. San Jose's definitely got the rest. Yeah, that makes it a little more interesting, doesn't it? Is it the last? Oh, they still got Seattle after this, though. Seattle. I'll probably take Seattle in that one. I don't know. I think they'll take San Jose here. It's a young team. Their legs are pretty good. It's a game in Seattle that I think that's a good spot for Seattle right there. They do that all the time for Seattle. They get the last game of the road trip. But 3 games in 4 nights is something to think about. I definitely am not going to put a lot on that. It's not going to be a big play. I just think New Jersey's too strong, and Kakinen. San Jose could outplay New Jersey and still lose that game with Kakinen in net. That's the thing. It's the Kakinen factor. Kakinen is like the worst goaltender in the league, man. One of the worst goaltenders in the league right now. His expected goals against is like, I don't know if you guys use this. Money Puck. Goals saved above expected. Kakinen. Minus 19.8 for goals saved above expected. That's horrible. The only worst goaltender out there that's played not at all is Elvis Merzlikins. No, he just isn't very good. So I'm taking New Jersey in regulation. I know it's a tough spot, but like I said, San Jose could outshoot them 32-21, and New Jersey could still win. I'm just going to look at, have they finally given us starting goaltenders? Yeah. Oh, Luukkonen's going to be in tonight for Buffalo. I still like the over. The only thing I don't like about the over in this game is they're both on back-to-backs. Shit, I forgot about that. They're on the both are on front parts of a back-to-back. Buffalo has Chicago and Florida has Toronto. Oh, this has got a look ahead. Yeah, I'm going to put more on Buffalo. This has got look ahead all over. Florida's playing Toronto after this. Yeah, I like Buffalo here. And the team total over. But I'm a little, I'm kind of worried now about the over. Because if one team gets ahead of the other one by a significant amount, you know, the team, like, especially if, like, say Buffalo scores 3 in the first, Florida could say, screw it, we got Toronto tomorrow. There's no use, like, losing 2 games. And, you know, vice versa. So if one team gets right ahead of each other, it could be difficult. You could see an under. Tampa, Seattle, and I mean, I got to cross my fingers and go with the spot here. I know they won 7 in a row on the road. Do you know that no team in NBA or hockey has won 7 games in a row on the road before? Because at one time, it was unheard of to do 7-game road trips. But that being said, it would be Herculean for Seattle to travel all the way from, Montreal, which, by the way, they started to fade in the third, to travel all the way from Montreal which they did. If they win this, it'll be a Herculean thing. Like, it'll be absolutely insane. Chicago. Okay, sorry, it was Chicago, not Montreal. Yeah, they won that game mostly because Mrazek was Mrazek. Chicago came back hard, though. They started to look tired. They had Sunday off and now playing Monday after a 7-game road trip. I'm sorry, I can't take it. I can't do it. I'd like to root for them, but this is a spot that no team should be winning in. Not at all. Tampa, I gotta take Tampa Bay at minus 125. And Tampa, I believe, yeah, it's just like their second game of a road trip. It's not even that big of a deal for them. I got to take Tampa, no doubt about it. If I'm if the Kraken pull that one out, man, you got my. I'll be celebrating you all the shit, but I just can't see it. Yeah, I mean, to bet Seattle here, you're just rooting for Seattle so hard you have to. You know, you you have like that's the only way you do it. 7 game road trip, come back off of a road trip for your first game at home after traveling from Chicago and all the travel they did out there. And now you got to play Tampa Bay. Oh, I mean, would be amazing if they won that game. Amazing. Dallas, Vegas. I think Eichel's back for tonight, which I'm not sure if it's a great thing or not. And Dallas is not in good form right now. Mostly because they don't have Ropo Hintz. If Ropo Hintz isn't in tonight, I'm all over Vegas. Yeah, he's not. Ropo Hintz doesn't look like he's in tonight. Um, then Vegas is coming off a loss from Edmonton. Like, I don't think they're going to be taking any. There'll be no mercy on Dallas tonight. Dallas is coming off a loss to Calgary, which they put Wedgwood in for the love of God. I don't know what that was all about. It'd be Ottinger versus Thompson. What's the total on this game? By the way, Tampa, Seattle, I'm probably going to lean over 6.5. I forgot to mention that. And San Jose, New Jersey. San Jose's just an over team with Kakinen in there. New Jersey a little tired, so San Jose might be able to outskate them for a couple. Probably over there too. Vegas is 13-11 at home. Dallas is 13-7-4 on the road. There's another, maybe it's another Dallas plus 1.5. Like I think that might be the way to go today. These Monday games are a little iffy too. The fans are usually not like very ruckus. You know, it's like the first game back to work, first day back to work. They're not going to be like they don't usually are. They're not really all excitable and stuff like that. So it's kind of a disadvantage to the home team. I think the way to go today may be a whole shitload of 2-pick parlays at plus 1.5 for the team on the road. Yeah, Eichel is back in tonight. Who's Caden Korchak? Yeah, they're still pretty beat up though. No Stone. Yeah. Yeah, plus 1.5 Dallas. Dallas plus 1.5. Put it in a parlay somewhere. I think that's what I would do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put Flyers plus 1.5 for a bit. Putting it in right now. Oh, plus 100? You can get Flyers plus 1.5 at plus 100? Oh, geez, yeah. So I just put it in. I just put Flyers ML first period plus 100. Oh, I also want, and here's one that I like to do quite a bit. I know I'm kind of going all over the place here with these early games. I want to make sure that I got all my picks in for these early games before they happen. I like to do the second period overs. They hit like crazy. I think I hit like at 80% or so on second period overs. And that Buffalo Florida game, I think, has got it second period over written all over it. The Florida Panthers away 17-7 to the over on second periods. Buffalo 17-5 to the over in second periods at home. Definitely doing that. If you can't get a 2, I'm going to go over 2.5 second period. See if I can find that here. See, a lot of bookies, they don't let you bet second period until until it's in game. But if you Betway does allow you, and I know there's other bookies that do too, to bet second periods. Second period. You can get over 2 at minus 170, over 2.5 at plus 110. So I got to put these in. So if you're speaking to me right now, Let me bring you guys up here so I can see it. I'm not betting the Kraken, man. No way I'm betting any. I don't care. They've done amazing things, but you just went on a 7-game road trip and you're coming home off your first game on a road trip against Tampa Bay. If you win that game, man, I will celebrate you till the day is long, but I'm not betting on you. No freaking way. No way. I got to put some picks in here, guys. Sorry. Sabres plus 1.5, 2-pick parlay. We haven't got to the Rangers game, but they got a flu bug going through them, and I'm probably gonna. Oh, how about we go Penguins? What's the money line on the Penguins? Penguins ML. Now I got to put my parlay in. There we go. Yeah, just no way I'm betting on that. Seattle. I mean, could Seattle do it? I mean, they won 7 games on the road. First team in the NBA or NHL to win 7 games on the road. So could they do it? Nobody thought they could do that. So yeah, they could do it. Is it likely? No. No. And the 7-game winning trip on the road was not likely either, but still not betting it. Just too bad of a spot. Rangers versus Columbus. Now, yesterday, I found out during the game that the New York Rangers have a flu bug going through them. That's a nice time to find out, I'll tell you. So I don't know where they are right now. And I've got until game time to find out. And I think that's the way I'm going to go here. With Halak and net, I mean, Halak's played a lot better. I'm not really concerned about that. Halak has played a lot better his last couple starts. I will check out the Rangers, though, and see if there's anything in cap friendly about, because I know Kreider was out last night. And as it stands right now, Kreider is again out again. Day to day. Now, I don't know how sick everybody else is. The thing is, in the NHL, I mean, if somebody's got a flu, they just completely douse you with fluids and everything and shit. You can get over a flu in half a day. So, with them losing to Montreal last night, you gotta figure if they can get over if they're not entrenched in whatever this flu is. Apparently, Panarin was a game time yesterday. Vitaly Kravtsov was a game time. So, how well are they now? I don't know, because they didn't look good during the game. They looked like they were not feeling well. The whole team, though, in general. That was a bit of a letdown spot, though, wasn't it? I'm going to turn the game on and we'll watch the game together here in a bit when it comes on. Who does New York have after this? Okay. Yeah, they had lots of rest before that game, too. Columbus was not a letdown spot for them, that's for sure. Oh, they got Boston after this. Total letdown spot. Eh, boy. Thing is, you don't want to lose two in a row at home. Even though you got Boston after this. You don't want to lose 2 in a row at home. Columbus hasn't been playing all that bad. They've been giving teams scares as of late. And like I said, Monday is not a home team day, because like it'll be like a morgue here in New York. I think New York Rangers minus 0.5 first period. At the very least, after that loss last night, they should come out barreling here. And I kind of like the over with Halak in net. So Kreider could be in tonight too. Columbus just had a high scoring game against Detroit. Every single game, besides the game in Washington, where Washington just basically trapped the shit out of them, and I don't think we're all there that game. Columbus has been playing to the over. I think New York Rangers come out barreling. I would hope so. After losing that game against Montreal, you were sick, had some sick guys, you get all your fluids going and everything. You would think first period for sure. And with Halak in net, Columbus will probably pot up a couple. They should be up for this game because it's New York. Like, everybody gets up for New York. And I guess that's kind of a bad thing with, hey, Xavier, it's Arbian. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. The question mark for me are the Rangers okay? Are they feeling good? If they're feeling good, they should win this game in regulation. But I imagine the juice is insane. Minus 188. That's not. Oh, this is not in New York. I should have looked. Jesus. So they traveled to Columbus. It's in Columbus. I think first period. Columbus is terrible in the first period, if I remember correctly. EV Analytics, great place to go get your first period money line stats. Columbus at home, 7-11 and 6. Yeah. And the Rangers are 8-4 and 9 on the road. That's the play. New York Rangers minus 0.5 first period. I'm going to give that a shot. Like I said, except for the early games here, which you're getting my good picks here. But except for the early games, you're not getting. Like some of these plays I love. Some I don't. I try to kind of hide it because I do have people paying. Mr. CL came in for a day and checked us out. That was nice of him to do that. Thank you. I do have people paying, so you know, you know. Another good idea is if you're making money off these picks, come over for a day like CL did or whatever. Just drop a little bit, help my family out, put some food on the table. You know, I don't bet these games, and it's not because I'm opposed to betting or anything like that. I do not know why, but when I put money, even money that doesn't even matter to me, on games, it fucks up my picks. I have no idea. It drives me crazy. I wish I could, wasn't the case, but it is. So Pittsburgh versus Anaheim. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Over 6.5. I don't know how big of a fan I am at that. I don't know if Anaheim can score enough. With DeSmith in, it should push over. And Pittsburgh minus 1.5. I mean, this is an angry game. If you can't get angry and up for this game after the losses that Pittsburgh has just gone through and where they are in the standings, then it's over. It's over. You ain't winning shit. If you can't win, if Pittsburgh can't get themselves prepared and ready for this game, and the only way Anaheim's winning a game is if somebody undervalues them. That's the only way they're winning a game. Where'd everybody go? You serious? They just took off? Everybody just took off? Participants. Zarbian, everybody else took off. Okay. Welcome, Zarbian. No, you're not. You're a somebody. You're very much a somebody, Zarbian. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'll keep it going here. Pittsburgh are 10-3 straight up in the last 13 games against Anaheim. It's minus 1.5 Pittsburgh. Pretty sure I'm going to put that in. So there you go. That'll be a paid pick. And I'm probably going to go with the over. Quite simply, Anaheim, their last 4 games, 6-2 loss to Edmonton, 7-1 loss to Boston, 5-4 loss to San Jose, and then they had 2 cheesy unders against Dallas and Philadelphia. Nashville 6-1 beat them. They sort of were an under team there for a little bit, but they're right back to being over again. The thing is, Pittsburgh has been kind of playing a low scoring here, but Gibson has not been great. Oh, you're still here. Okay, good. Gibson has not been great. Gibson has been terrible, actually. They need to trade that dude. Get him somewhere where he can play. My gosh. It's sad to watch, man. It's really sad to watch. A great goaltender like that. It's playing in front of a defense. It's just, I don't know what I'm doing. I like hockey. Hockey's fun. How they score? Oh. I like hockey. Like, Anaheim's defense in the D zone. Oh man, like their defense in the D zone is. I don't. I'm trying to find a way to express how non-existent it is. It's just not. It's nothing. It's not there. It's like pure air. Worst defense in the league, and that's in a league that has the Edmonton Oilers defense in it and the Vancouver Canucks defense in it. So, would I take him in Edmonton? Well, yeah, I would. I think Gibson would just rock if put in the right situation. Although, is that really fair to Gibson to go from Anaheim's defense to Edmonton's defense? Oh, I don't think Gibson will go to Edmonton anyways. And he's like pig-headed loyal dude, says he wants to stick it through in Anaheim and stuff, and it's like, you're freaking mad. You mad. I know. Loyalty, everybody, people appreciate loyalty. But I gotta admit, I'm not one of those guys. If I was him, I would have been like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, long time ago. My agent, I'd be like, how about now? How about now? How about now? How about now? I'd be gone. Ridiculous. No way. Wasting a career of an amazing goaltender. Anyways, there's my rant there. Pittsburgh -1.5 and the over. That's why y'all left, because everybody knows what they're doing with that Pittsburgh game. Washington versus the Islanders, and I'm taking Washington. They just lost 2 games against Philly because they were outworked. So what do you think they're going to do against the Islanders here? Think they're going to work their ass off? Do you think Laviolette, one of the greatest coaches of all time, is not peeling the frickin' paint off that place for these guys to work their bag off? I know they just got, give them a little bit of grace. They just got a whole bunch, we got Wilson back in, Backlund, they're getting used to each other and how to play and stuff like that. And I think they get used to each other like a motherfucker here against the Islanders, because the Islanders have been my sell team for the second half all the way through. And I think I picked them to beat Dallas or something like that, and that was it. They lost to Dallas in that spot. You never lose to that. You can't lose to Dallas in that spot. And that was the last. I'm off of the Islanders. Either I'm not betting the game or I'm not betting them from the rest of the way. Maybe Lamoriello will get his head out of his ass and realize that these fossils he has in their top pick, in their top 9, like Parise and stuff, are not going to do it. And they got to, I don't know what they're going to do. Honestly, I think the wheels are going to fall off this year for the Islanders. I thought they were going to anyways, but I think it's even going to be worse. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that they missed the playoffs. And I think Washington will get, they should have had some time to work together and practice here now to get themselves back. And they've been a driven team all year. And they've been waiting for Wilson, and they've been waiting for Backstrom. And in that time, they were playing really well. So this is Daily Face-Off, by the way. I like Daily Face-Off for the way they do their weekly schedule stuff. It's easy to follow. Yeah, they've had I guess only one day. But anyways, I think they get their shit together and they beat the Islanders tonight. So I'll take them money line. There's your 2-pick parlay pick again. +1.5. You're getting plus money, +120 on Washington against this slow-ass old Islanders team. Sorokin can win a game for you, for sure, no doubt about that, but Darcy Kemper ain't playing too bad. I suppose, it's a 5.5, but I would probably lead the under 2. I don't think, off the top of my head, I think the Islanders have scored like 4 goals in their last 5 games or something like that. One, two, three, four, 5. No, not quite. 6 goals in their last 5 games. Sorry, I apologize. No, that's they beat. Oh yeah, they beat Montreal. They just barely beat Montreal. 2. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in their last 4, and 7 in their last 5. Do you think they're gonna score a shitload against Darcy Kemper and a Washington team that has been leaning to the under? Is the last 4 games? No. I'm taking Washington money line. It's great value. Great value. What are you guys taking, by the way, in there? Yeah, that's right. Or do what? Yeah, Patrick Waugh. That's right. Yeah, that was. I mean, Patrick Waugh is a bit of an a-hole, and the great thing about a-holes is they do stuff like that though that you can't help but just love. That you, it's like that was like, I'm just not going to show up. So you can do whatever you want, like The Office or whatever, the Office Space. Are you quitting? Oh no, I'm not quitting the game. I'm just not showing up anymore. I'm not going to play goaltender for you anymore. That's it. So you can do what you want, but I ain't doing it. You gotta love that. Oh my gosh. He sort of did it with Colorado as a coach too when they wouldn't trade Tyson Barrie. He basically told them, if you don't trade Tyson Barrie before the start of the season, I quit. And he did it. He quit. Something else, man. He is something else. Nashville versus Calgary. Nashville's back off a road trip. Calgary just had a big win over St. Louis. I'm taking Calgary. Minus 125. I'm going to probably hate myself because Calgary is the most annoying team in the land, besides maybe Edmonton. You're going to need to see a turnaround from Markstrom here. That's the big thing I'm a little concerned about. Saros is playing so tough, I'm not taking it over. No freaking way. No way. No way. Probably my favorite play here, and I'll look at the numbers a little deeper but would be under 6.5. I think that total is high. That's probably why it's minus 120. Might turn into a 6. So if you like it like I do, Pittsburgh minus 1.5, Philly plus 1.5. That's what you're doing? Nice. I should be doing some props through here. You know what? I like doing props, but man, it's a lot of work. And I got naps to do. I got like 14 naps a day to get in, right? I'm a marathon napper. I didn't know if you know that or not. I'm a marathon napper. So, it takes commitment to be a marathon napper. And props just don't fit into my nap budget. Time with my time restraints. 14 naps a day will keep the doctor away, I say. That's what I say. That's what I live by it. Have you ever heard of Wim Hof? I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. Go check him out after this. Wim Hof. I'm gonna go grab a coffee here, and by the way, we're gonna watch the game together. So you guys stick around. We'll do some live betting. I'll change my title to live betting or something like that. So Ottawa, St. Louis, I'll keep it short. I'm going to go Ottawa. I'm going to take them. There's an Ottawa plus 1.5. I'm not going to put a lot on it. I don't really trust Ottawa all that much. I'm just so not on St. Louis at all. I don't like the energy that's going on there. I think they can be outworked. I don't like their defense. I don't like Binnington. I know that the trend goes against Ottawa against St. Louis. But they just got shellacked. Talbot should be in net. I think it would still go to the over here. Is it a 6? If it's a 6, that might be my better play, is the over. That's a 6.5. I'm not really strong on that game because I don't trust Ottawa that much either. I mean, they've lost 3 of their last 4. They beat Arizona, Columbus, Buffalo. Just got shellacked against Colorado, mostly because of goaltending. The Nashville game they lost to, though, they outplayed Nashville and they lost. I just think it's a comeback game against a St. Louis team that I don't trust. They just lost to Tampa Bay. They lost to Calgary. They're back on a losing streak against St. Louis's. They maybe they think feast against Ottawa and they win it. I'm not big on it. I could see a draw. That'd be a good draw game. Sprinkle a draw on there. You got a team from the East, a team from the West. They both want to get a point. I don't trust either one of them to hold a lead. Goaltending is iffy on both sides. I'd probably lean over and a draw, like 3-3, something like that. So, anyways, I'm going to go grab a coffee. You guys are going to stay right there. I got to put some picks in, and I'm going to turn the game on. And I'm gonna watch both. I'm gonna slip back and forth in between both. We'll have some fun today. Why not? Why not? All right. Alrighty. Okay. Let me turn my window capture off so I can see everybody. There we go. Hey, Rickett, how you doing? Came in late, dude. I did a whole bunch of picks. You can ask me about it, though. I'll let you ask me. We're gonna watch the games here now. We got the early game here. I got Philly. I got Philly money line and Philly plus 1.5. Philly money line first period. And Philly plus 1.5. I know that's gonna be. I can't. I mean, I don't want to step in front of Philly right now. They're flying. I think Boston could overlook this game. They got Toronto coming up next. I could see them winning the game, man. And then for the Buffalo Florida game, I got the over. I mean, how do you not take the over here? I still got to work on all my other picks yet, but I got Buffalo. I got Buffalo in a 2-pick parlay. And I got the over. And I got team total over Buffalo, 3.5. Team total over 3.5. Oh. Where's my chat now all of a sudden? Huh. How come I can't see my chat? Are you saying something in the chat, anybody? Philly's got a good schedule this week. Oh, good. I get to root for Philly. I don't know which game I want to watch, though. I'm going to be flipping between both of them. What are you guys watching out there? Krejci's playing his 1,000th game? Okay. Well, that makes me a little uneasy then, because they're going to want to win one for Krejci. I'll probably be live betting this. I want to see what the pace is like. I lean the under, but I got that one on. Zaka signed a 4-year extension. I don't know. It seemed a little rich to me. Wasn't bad, but how fast is this Buffalo game starting? Well, Philadelphia is only in the possession game to start. Come on, pot a quick one here, Philly. Oh, Rasmus Ristolainen gives it away. That's something you get to hear a lot. Oh, that's what I should have did. I should have put in some shot prop player props here. Philly's out shooting them 2-0 to start. I like that. 3-0 now. Why do we underestimate Tortorella all the time? Like I think he might be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, coaches of all time. I love him. I think he's one of my favorite coaches. He is my favorite coach. Forget it. He's my favorite coach. And I still underestimate him all the time. Like I wouldn't doubt if he gets Philadelphia in the playoffs somehow. I was saying that before the season. I did say that. It's just so hard to believe, but he does it all the time. He did it with Columbus all the time. Those Columbus teams that went to the playoffs, I mean, they weren't that great. They had Panarin, they had a couple guys, but I mean, they weren't playoff teams, not even close. I might be able to get a live bet here, and I might be able to get a live. I'm going to look at the live for the Florida Buffalo game. Like there hasn't been any goals yet. 6.5 is still minus 175. Jeez. It's all going to be about Philadelphia's puck management here. If they can play so simple and just outwork Boston, they can win this game, man. It's just the problem with Philly is when their puck, like D'Angelo starts doing like circus acts in the freaking defensive zone and shit. And of course, Ristolainen, if he all of a sudden thinks he has skill and tries to do some shit, then they're in trouble. Nice. Oh no! See right there, puck management. Good thing they got Carter Hart back there. Oh, I gotta change my. That's right. People don't even know. I gotta change this. Hmm. Tony Giangelo has the puck. Watch out! And then he goes in and follows it up. Why are you following that up? There's no need for you to follow that up. Nice little bounce pass there. Ah, don't get it out though. Jesus. Shit. Pasternak, of course. Fuck. Florida goal, too. Ah. Come on, Philly, come back. Was I crazy for taking Boston, Philly to win money line on this game first period? Obviously. They got to play perfect hockey, though. The thing is, it doesn't look like Boston has been swayed by their energy first period here. Come on, boss, Buffalo, come back. 9-2, Florida's out shooting Buffalo first. I need them to come back in this period. I wonder if I can get 6.5 for the under here. Yes, you can get under 6.5 on this game right now. See, they're playing simple hockey, but the thing is, Boston is really good against simple hockey. Ooh, boy. I honestly didn't know it was Krejci's 1,000th. I don't think I would have touched Philadelphia in this game if I would have known that. Because they're gonna. They look like they're back on their heels, Mercer. I might get it back with the under 6.5 though. Live bet. Yeah, I didn't know it either. Need more goals in this Buffalo game. Buffalo is not looking strong so far either. 10-3, they're being outshot in the first. Oh, what was that? Yeah, I don't. Philadelphia is looking overmatched here. I think they're going to need Carter Hart to stand on their head to keep this within one. Yeah, they're all over them. Jesus. All over them. They're not giving Philly an inch to move. It's pretty quiet in Boston Garden, though, so. Buffalo's starting to get their. Oh, how do you not get that shot off? Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? It was like a layup, man. Buffalo's waking up over in the Florida game. Yeah, I mean, I love Montgomery. When he left, whatever happened there in Dallas was too bad. And I was like, anybody who gets that guy, if he gets his life back, whatever he was going on there, because he went to be an assistant after that, and I loved him when he was in Dallas. So it was a nice move, but off the post. That Florida Buffalo game is looking pretty exciting. It's almost certainly going to hit the over. So like Florida does this, they come out hard and then they lose their. Buffalo's starting to come back and play well now. I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt to have Montgomery as a coach. Oh, just. Unfortunately, Buffalo's playing like they got Shesterkin in net. They're trying to like going back and forth in this Buffalo game. Oh, 3-on-1 and they don't get a shot off. Oh, right on. Boston gets a penalty. No, they're not doing too much on this power play, my man. Come on, get a fluky one in there. There we go. It's starting to. Ooh, weird pass. Man, Boston's got such a good penalty kill. It's crazy. Oh, and Philadelphia's got such a bad power play on top of it. What was I thinking? Why did I get my head into the idea that Philadelphia was going to win this game? They could still win it, I guess. It's just not looking like it. Let's go. Oh, here we come. It's just so hard to get past this Boston defense, man. They anticipate so well. That's the way to do it. Get out, just grind it out to the front of the net. I think that's the way they got to do. Just grind it out to the front of the net. Somebody take the puck and shoot it. Well, they're still playing well, though. Philly is playing well. Still only 5 shots for Buffalo, but they look like they're outplaying them. They're not getting their shots on. Okay, well, they just shot it right in the breadbasket, but why did you pass? They got to get dirty goals against this Boston team. It's Bobrovsky's playing too well for my liking so far. But Buffalo's coming back now. I think it'd be a good idea to live bet Buffalo money line now. That must be huge. Because I think Florida does this all the time. They come out hard and then they start to fade. Tortorella, he says he doesn't like iPads, but I mean, he doesn't have anything against iPads. I think he's got a really good point there. I don't know. When I played, I don't think it's a good idea to look back at your mistakes during the game. Like I don't get it. You can talk about it. You can just say, when this happened and this happened. Like there's no need to. I don't know. You talk about it anyway, so maybe in that way you're already used. Like, what's the difference between talking about it and using the iPad? So I don't know. Get it? Yes. Every time Philly gets possession, you're like, "Ooh, yes." A breather. Well, they got to get the. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's no way, dude. Look at that shot. That was fucking crazy. What was I thinking? Philly plus 1.5 in this. Oh, man. Now I just got to hope it can be under. The over is not looking good in this Buffalo game either. Lots of shots, but no goals yet. Or one, anyways. Jesus. Should I? Yeah. Oh, yeah, they had 3 shots on goal already. Team total over for Pasternak. Yeah, probably would have been a good idea. They look like they came to play today. I thought there might be an overlook there because they got Toronto, but I should know better. I should have totally laid off this game. I should have totally laid off this game. Now I just need to see some goals in the Florida game. Buffalo kind of looks nervous, actually, which is weird. There we go. Let's go. It's back and forth, but no goals going in yet. Both sides are not playing very well defensively in the Florida Buffalo game. You gotta figure goals are gonna go here. Wonder what I can get for an over now. Yeah. That was a killer shot by Zach. Unbelievable. Buffalo just can't get their passes together. And if they don't get their first pass, Florida's all over them. There we go again. Ten seconds left. It's over. 1 minute left. Be nice if Philly could at least just pot one. Just pot one before the period's over. Anyways, guys, I thought I was gonna. I'm just doing the first period here. I got some stuff to do, but thanks for coming on, everybody. And I will. I can't remember when I'm going live again. I'll be live with Peyton again. I'll probably be live tomorrow morning. We'll see. We got to see. I got to see what my other job is like, but be watching for it. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining. Talk to you later.